Okay, good morning guys. Soul Intuition here. Getting ready for work as usual. Now I'm doing part two to my previous post last week about the date with Hunky Teacher Guy. I said, we went to Ruth Chris's um, steakhouse for like this special wine tasting dinner and everything like that. And if you want to check that out, just I don't really know how to link the video. Well, I'll try to link the video in here. Yeah, I'll put a little bubble up in a little while so you can link to the last video if you didn't see part one. Okay, so anyway, where I left off was I was in the car in my car, and we were in my car. I'm sorry, let me get this straight. We were in my car, and we kissed, and I was like, it was a nice kiss. It was pleasant. It wasn't too aggressive. It wasn't too timid. I would say it was just right. And so then he kind of leaned back and sat back in the chair. So I was like, what are you thinking? Because he was quiet, obviously. And he said, well, just wanted to know if you want to come back to my place. So I said, yeah, I'll come back to your place or whatever. Because I wasn't really ready for the date to end either, but I wasn't hungry, obviously. Um, but on our way, he asked if, I think I had said that in part one, but I'm not sure. So forgive me if I repeat some details. But he asked me, before we got back to his car, he asked me, did I want, some sweets like a cupcake or coffee or anything. And I said I wanted some chai tea, so he stopped at Buzzed Bakery and got me a chai tea latte with soy milk. That's how I like it. Anyway, so we both shared that, and yeah, oh yeah, I do remember saying it in the last video. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so yeah, we were sitting in my car, and he, kind of sit down a little bit. Then he got in his car, and I followed him back to his place. It wasn't that far from where we were, um, and we went in, and on our way up there, we walked through a courtyard. I thought it was like an apartment complex. But I later found out he owned it, so it's a condo. But we were walking through, and the grounds are kept like really well. And he told me he had planted some basil out there, but then his neighbors planted some stuff that kind of grew over his basil. But anyway, so we were, I went inside, and the condo is really nice, nicely furnished. I think it's still a little bachelorish, but not, not like sparsely furnished or anything like a lot of bachelor pads are. It was really nice. This place was well kept, and I liked the way it was decorated. Um, Still got some dry skin, guys, but the rash like almost totally cleared up, so I'm happy about that. I just been peeling the dry skin. But anyway, so what happened? After, oh yeah, so I'll go in, and like as soon as you walk in, there's like the coat closet, and then there's the one wall is just bookshelves, like built into the wall, which I thought was really cool. I always wanted that in my own house, so I want to get that installed. Maybe I'll ask him to put it in one day. Anyway, it was nice. I was looking through his books, and it surprised me. He had Black Boy by Richard Wright, and I was like, "Did you read this book?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you really read it all the way to the end?" He's like, "Yeah, I did." We talked about the book a little bit, and then I was impressed by that. He had a few other books I was really impressed about. I was like, okay. Yeah. I asked him, I said, did you take some of these from school? He's like, no, I bought them all. I'm like, okay. um, because guys know he's a teacher. So then he gave me a little tour of the house, and um, except for his room and the bathroom. I didn't see those, but he showed me that his office, which was also like a guest bedroom, and some artwork. And then he's like, "Hey, you want to buy some art?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll pay you $1 for it." But he's like, "I painted this," so he's actually an artist too, and I think that's really cool because I'm always attracted to artists. Lately, the last few guys I've been dating haven't been artists, but he is. So it surprised me, but it kind of didn't surprise me. I was like, no wonder I'm attracted to him. Um, what else then? Oh, he's babysitting his mom's dog, which is the cutest dog ever. It was a miniature poodle. It looked like an Ewok because the way they shaved him. He has like a beard. The cutest little dog. His name was Max. He was really fun. And yeah, so we just talked, you know what I mean? And he told me, because I asked him earlier in the date, like, what was his damage, i.e., what baggage are you carrying, you know? And he didn't really answer me then. But later on, when we were at his place, he was like, you know, you asked me what was my damage. He was like, and, you know, he said, really, it's just I'm kind of frustrated with dating, you know, and I don't really open up. So, bing, 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 red flag for me. Okay, you don't open up. So, I don't want to waste my time trying to get to know you because I'm not dating at this point in my life just to have fun. I'm dating to eventually meet somebody that I can make a connection with and it may be, turn into something solid. Not saying it may last forever, but trying to find something solid, have somebody have my back and I have their back and bam. So when he said that, me, I was just thinking, I'm about to leave soon because I'm not planning on sleeping with him anyway, and I didn't want to give him the wrong impression. But you know what, guys? He was totally not trying to, like when we got to his place, it's not like he tried to pick up where we left off in the car. There wasn't no heavy petting anyway in the car anyway, but he wasn't trying to be all over me, so I like that. It really was conversation for a good while because I stayed there about an hour, maybe hour and a half. And he was sitting in a chair at the dining table, and I was sitting on the floor while he was telling me this, what he was feeling. And I just was like, well, I'm not sleeping with you tonight. I just wanted to put that out there. He was like, okay. I said, but I mean, we can keep making out. He's like, okay. So we did make out a little bit more, but in the end, I told him, I was just like when he was walking me to my car, like I told him, the thing is, you have to decide what. Oh yeah, because he was saying he was kind of tired of opening, like he don't really open up to people because it seemed like he always get disappointed. And I'm like, well, that happens to a lot of us. But I'm not a part of your past experience, so you need to give me a fair chance. And when you decide that you want to open up and stuff, maybe I'll think about going to that next level with you, like physically. Said, but I'm not trying to just be opening myself up, literally and figuratively, if you're not. So, that was like pretty much it. Oh yeah, but I asked him, I said, cause he was telling me when I was sitting on the floor, he was like, I'm really attracted to you like in more ways than one, not just for the way you look. He was like, I really like hanging out with you and stuff. And I said, no, why did I initiate this date and the first date? The second one was his idea, but the first and the third one, and he was like, because that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for somebody like to show me, to take initiative with me. And I'm just like, I can deal with that, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not gonna be dealing with that like forever. Like I'm not gonna be taking all these tests or whatever, trying to prove to you that I'm not like whoever else was playing games with you. That ain't gonna work because I work too much. Number one, to be trying to pass people tests and stuff. I barely got time to spend with people as it is, and he know that. And I think too that's something too that he's kind of like, well, you're busy all the time, but I think I have proven to him that I will make time for him. Um, so we can try to work things out. But when school start back up, I don't know how we're gonna work it out, and I'm just trying not to really think about that until that happens. Cause right now my son is away with his dad, so for the summer I have my summers free. But once my son comes back, and I work all the time as it is, so we'll just have to see what happens. And he was saying he thinks our distance is a little far. I don't. It's like I look like 30 minutes from him, but traffic around here sucks, so it could make the trip longer. So I understand his pain, but he was telling me, he was just like, but that shouldn't matter, right? And I was like, well, I can't tell you what should matter to you. I said, it don't matter to me, because I used to actually work near where he lives. So the trip ain't bad to me, but whatever, like if that's going to be his excuse, then he can have it. So again, now y'all see why too. I didn't just jump, like, even though I like him, I'm attracted to him. We definitely have a connection and enjoy each other's company. Y'all see why I'm not just like. So then so that was the end of that. I'm gonna get going because I gotta leave here soon. But and it's taking me forever to put my makeup on when I'm doing it in front of you guys. But the last thing is, here's a little bonus tidbit. You guys know, if you read my blog, and remember to visit my blog, she'sdatingagain.blogspot.com, to get more details of the dates, because I actually write everything out. He also moonlights as a bouncer in at a bar in DC. So actually Saturday night after work, I drove up there and I hung out for about 2 hours outside with him while he was bouncing. And I think I had a breakthrough with him because yesterday we were texting like for like 3 hours, like just straight conversation and stuff. His dad was visiting, so but that was kind of cool. And also he said that he wanted to work on seeing me more and stuff. So maybe that night I was outside with him and did something too. And I looked really nice. So I can actually show you guys what I looked like that night. Well, not my pants, but you can see the top that I had on. But the pants I had on were really cute. Like, guys all night were like, wow, I really like your pants. Okay. So I look pretty hot. And I think me coming there and standing outside with him, and then it rained too, and I stood in the doorway though, and I got a little bit wet, and he wiped me off with his shirt. That was cute. But I think that night I proved to him, hey, like, I took initiative and I'm definitely interested. And there's a coworker with him that works with him. He is such a pervert, but even he was like, hey, I think she's showing you something, she's telling you something, like, so. Uh, that's it, guys. And I will keep you posted. Don't forget to visit my blog, she'sdatingagain.blogspot.com. You have a good day. I know I will.